Okay, we'd like to open up Mahoning County Commissioners meeting number 50, Thursday, December 28th. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know what? Let's stay standing. The new year is coming. Let's pray for peace all over this country, whether it's in our families, it's wherever we're at. Let's just pray for peace, because that's the only way we're going to resolve all this conflict, is we can all get together at our services. And when you go to church for the new year, just ask God one time, please, peace for this country. Innocent people are dying. Children are dying. It's just not good. So, and I know my colleagues believe in the same as I, so. Thanks, Dave.
Amen.
Amen.
I mean, when you see the kids playing on the morning, that's not only there, it's here too.
December 28th,
God,
last day of the
who could
year,
believe this?
last meeting of the year.
Who could think China to be already?
Flew like a month gone.
God,
Yeah. Sure did.
we're too fast. That's the age coming on us.
Good God. All right, well, any public comments? Open up with public comments. Anyone would like to address the board? Please do. Okay.
One of our councilwomen.
Yeah, Nita, would you like to get up and give us maybe like a 1-hour dissertation on the state of the city of Youngstown? I know you can.
Okay,
I know you-
I came over here too, because I'm going to bug you guys afterwards about your wonderful camera setup, because we want to introduce something similar over at the city, so that we can have our city council meetings broadcast over television as
Oh,
well.
how great.
So that's why I'm here to spy on your stuff. That's on top of things.
So Anthony and I put all those cameras up. Keep an eye on Carol.
Did all the wiring.
We have to keep an eye on Carol.
Do you hear that, Anita? They want to keep an eye on me.
They gotta
Oh,
keep an
we
eye on
all
her.
know I have to
Because
keep an eye on them.
You know what? She moves slow, but she's always moving. You know, she's always going here and there.
Hey, I
We gotta-
resemble that walk.
We gotta figure out where she's going. She's not supposed to be.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we'll move on to approval of previous minutes of board meeting number 49 from Wednesday, December 20th, 2023, and approval of bills for payment.
So move?
Second,
Commissioner Middy,
yes.
Commissioner Trafficant,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes, journal entries,
Motion approved journal entry number 1.
Second,
roll call.
Commissioner Middy,
yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes. Okay, travels, domestic relations. All right. There's a guy that travels.
Domestic relations court requests approval during the next calendar year for continuing education, professional development. Items A, B, and C. Item A being various seminars. Magistrate staff estimated at $7,000. Item B for Judge Smith regarding the task forces. Subcommittee meetings with the Supreme Court of Ohio, estimated at $3,500, and the court's mental health and administrative staff under item C, estimated at $8,000. Those primarily being
Thank you, Don. Engineers. Patrick?
Good morning, everybody. Letter D is our annual travel request to attend CEAO, ODOT survey, all traffic, road and bridge meetings, conferences, seminars, trainings at various destinations for the year 2024. This encompasses the required continuing education that all of our licensed professionals are required to get each year. And it is at an estimated amount of $25,000 non-general funds.
Pat, congratulations on being elected the
Yes.
grand poobah of the engineers in the state of Ohio. Very
Thank you.
well.
Yes,
And,
congrats.
Congrats, Pat.
Yeah, very nice. It's always good, sometimes those are a pain in the butt, with all the responsibilities come along with it, but it's always nice to be acknowledged by your peers and the people that you work with across the state. So congratulations.
Thank you.
OMB grants.
I'll do that. Anna's not here.
Anna's off.
I think she's on there.
No.
Okay, this attend the board and community meetings, project sites, grant planning, grant development meetings, special projects, CDBG meetings, seminars, conferences, et cetera, within the state of Ohio for the year 2024, estimated at $3,000, and it's non-general.
Excellent. Sheriff's Department, Joe.
Good morning, everyone. Representative attends firearms qualifications, state mandated training, ASSA, Attorney General law conferences, meetings, trainings, seminars, etc. With the state of Ohio, this is for the year 2024, estimated at $10,000.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Motion to approve travels.
Motion to approve travels, letters A through F.
Second.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Goodson?
Yes. Agreements, clerk reports.
Good morning. I'm Sam Pizzacco. I'm the administrative clerk. I'm here for Scott. He's out today. We're requesting approval of an agreement with the Ohio Time Corporation for repair services for 13 time recorder machines on an as-needed basis, 1-year agreement in the estimate amount of $9,930 from general fund expenditure.
Excellent. Thank you, Sam.
Sure.
Okay. OMB grants.
It's coming.
Pauline,
This is.
I'm looking at the COC, Continuum of Care. Gotcha. It's threw me for a loop. Big C, little O, big,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is an agreement with Catholic Charities Regional Agency to provide some additional shelter services for people experiencing homelessness during our winter months in Mahoning County.
Excellent. Thank you. Engineers, Pat.
Commissioners, letter C is an agreement with Lake Erie Construction Company. This is for guardrail repair services at various locations in the county in the estimated amount of $74,999. These are non-general funds.
Okay, thank you. Jobs and Family.
Good morning.
Audrey.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Audrey, Nancy. Good morning, Jim. Letter D, Job and Family Services Amendment number 1, with Meals on Wheels for APS clients for changes in meal rates at no change in the amount of $10,000, non-general. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. All right, lead-based. Phil.
Good morning, Commissioners. E is an agreement with American Pinnacle Construction for lead hazard control and healthy homes work in the amount of $46,550 at 1019 Star. F is an agreement with the Howland Company LLC for lead hazard control and healthy homes work at 1711 Midland in the amount of $30,568.50. G is an agreement with, or a memorandum of agreement with the City of Youngstown Health District to conduct outreach lead screenings for us to increase lead testing here. It's a 3-year agreement in the amount of $50,250. And H is an agreement with VK International doing business as Best Western to they house relocated families during their lead remediation, the amount of $75,000, all non-general.
Right, thank you, Phil. Recycling. Lou.
Morning, Commissioners. Item I is our agreement with Youngstown State University to conduct a materials exchange database for us. This is our only industrial strategy for waste minimization in that regard. At amount of $62,070 and also non-general fund.
Okay, thank you, Lou. Sanitary.
Commissioners, letter J is an agreement with Savannah Springs Water Solutions. This is for bottled water delivery service at various locations within the department in the estimated amount of $1,661, non-general funds. Letter K is an agreement with Western Reserve Mechanical. This is for HVAC services and emergency repairs as needed for 2 years in the estimated amount of $30,000, also non-general. Letter L is an agreement with A&T Heating and Cooling, also for HVAC services and emergency repairs as needed for a 2-year period in the estimated amount of $20,000, non-general funds. And letter M is an agreement with Cardinal Environmental Labs to provide lab testing of wastewater and water processed through the metro sewer and water districts for 2 years in the estimated amount of $36,928 per year, non-general funds.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Sheriff's Department. Joe.
And there's a memorandum of understanding with the Children's Service Board to provide professional investigators and security services at the CSB building in the amount of $332,555.76 paid.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Motion to approve agreements.
Motion to approve agreements, letters A through N.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Sibley?
Yes. Change orders, lead-based.
Here I am. Change A is a change order with Gary Krim Inc. for chip home repair work at 20 Walnut in Struthers in the amount of $2,025. And B is a change order also with Gary Krim for chip home repair work at 479 Sanders in a decreased amount of $2,450, both non-general.
Okay, thank you. OMB grants.
Commissioners, item C is a change order number 1 with Beaver Township for modification to various park improvements at no change in the amount of $35,000. That's non-general. Item D is a change order number 2 with Canfield Township to modify the bike trail project and to extend the contract between the period until December 30th, 2024 at no change in the amount of $99,000. Item E is a change order final with Geauga Highway Company for the Craig Beach Village Grandview Road resurfacing Phase 3 in the decreased amount of $5,000 non-general.
Okay, thank you. All right, a motion to approve change orders.
Motion to approve change orders A through E.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions, number 1, additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Okay, resolutions. Commissioners. Resolution entering upon its journal the filing of a petition for annexation seeking to annex 11.1315 acres in Canfield Township to the city of Canfield. And this is not voting on the actual annexation. It's only voting on a record of entering it into the docket, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, B, Commissioners, a resolution adopting the 2024 holiday schedule. I think we should scratch the holidays.
You don't want mutiny on the
Unless
side.
Anthony agrees to wear a Christmas tie every holiday.
There you go.
So you have it on, oh, you have.
I got it
He
on.
does.
I'm late,
Good one,
You're
too.
late.
but better late than never.
You know what? It's still December. It still
It
works.
is. New
That's a
Year's.
nice one, too.
Thank you.
I like that. Did you just get that or?
No,
was
my
that-
goddaughter got me this.
Oh,
Couple years
nice.
ago. Yeah,
Nice.
thank you. Yeah.
That's the little girl that lives, that's, what's her name's daughter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christine.
I forget. What's her name? What's your
Crystal.
goddaughter's name?
Annalise.
Annalise. That's right. Very pretty little girl. Yeah,
She is.
yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, the commissioner schedule and C, Commissioners OMB, Jen.
I'll do this one. Commissioners, this is a resolution to adopt the year-end cash advance policy in the amount not to exceed $1,500,000.
There you go. You fit
Year-end
right in the
2023.
mold of Audrey.
I know, right?
Moving them decimal
Always moving the
points.
decimal. So, Thank you. You always know what she's talking about, though.
That's right. That's right. Oh.
Okay, D, engineers.
Commissioners, letter D is a resolution approving a moral obligation payment of $2,093.70 to Eastern Ohio newspapers doing business as the Tribune Chronicle for classified advertisement.
Okay. And facilities. Alan.
Commissioners. E is a resolution of necessity to purchase supplies, miscellaneous parts, materials, and services for the county in an estimated amount in the excess of 75,000 for the year of 2024 for the vendors listed below.
Okay. Thank you. JJC.
Good morning, all. JJC, resolution of necessity to purchase 2023 Ford F-250 truck with a snowplow from Sarshone Ford in the amount of $60,640.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. And lead-based.
And that is a moral obligation payment of $4,575 to American Pinnacle. It was a change order in excess of 10% of the original bid for help. Actually, that should be CHIP program 173 Como.
So amend the lead hazard.
Yes, to CHIP.
CHIP.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
A motion for resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions, letters A through G, with the change of American Pinnacle Construction. It should be the CHIP program for lead hazard control and healthy home.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
God.
All right.
Can you believe this is,
Relatively painless.
I can't believe we're ready to go into 2020.
Joe, are you the one they're sending to make sure that you can shoot straight? Huh?
No.
That's gonna be us. They want to train us, so we're all three of us are gonna go.
I'm in.
What do you think, Dave? You ready?
No. You know what? I got bursitis in my elbow from pounding nails on my garage, you know. I don't wanna, try to shoot a gun. I shot a gun at the Federal Cartridge Underground Shooting Range in Anoka, Minnesota, about 15 years ago. And yeah, they're shooting ranges underground.
Wow.
And they were screwing with me, trying to hurt me. They were trying to hurt me. Should have had you there, Don. They had me load all these guns, you know, because I made the mistake of telling them, I walked in and out of the ammunition plants in the United States for 35 years and sold brass to them. And I made the mistake of telling them I didn't have a gun. They said, what? And I said, you know, it's too many other things I like to do. I mean, I don't have nothing against hunting or anything like that, shooting. I just don't have one. And they said, you're going to be here tomorrow, right? Yep. They took me downstairs into the underground shooting range and they said, they made me load and shoot like 15 different guns. And I had a blast, you know, I mean, literally I had a blast. And they gave me a machine gun that I shot. They said, you know, don't pull the trigger hard because it'll climb. And we're in this like tunnel almost. It was probably about maybe 15 feet high, maybe a little higher, and about 20 feet wide. And, you know, and it was well over 100, it was like 100 yards long. It was long. And it was just like you see in the movies with one of the retracting different things that you could shoot at. And they said, don't hold the trigger on the machine gun, just burst it, you know, because it'll climb. And to just burst it and not clamp it, you can't do on the first time, believe me. Because when I pulled the trigger, you know, it went all the way back and straight up in the air it went, you know, and then they saved, I think it was, I'll ask for Alan's help on this. It was a 416. It was a bolt action and it looked like a small mortar shell, you know, and they were all standing there, you know, and they were all waiting. I could see them going, wait till this, you know, because one of those ones that'll knock you on your butt. And I mean, I was smart enough to know, you know, to hold it tight, you know, and not let it bounce off me. And I shot it like 3 times. Yeah, give me another one, give me another one. But I'll tell you what, the next morning when I woke up, I was black and blue all over my shoulder. And but it was pretty neat though. Anyway, I don't even know why I said that.
I mean, you still.
Came from.
So anyway, that's, oh, Joe, it's because Joe,
It was
Joe's got his
training.
eye, Joe's looking at through his glasses at these. I'm thinking, I hope that Joe can see far away better than he can up close.
See this far.
You know what, Joe, I came to the realization that when I put my contacts in, because I can't see far away, when I put my contacts in, I can't read. I have to wear cheaters.
Cheaters, yeah.
So I thought, I'm better off taking glasses to drive here to see far away because 90% of the things I do are reading, right? So why put contacts in and see far away when then I gotta put cheaters on all the time? So now I wear a 20-year-old pair of glasses that they've come back in style. They look like the ones they wear.
Took from
you
the
know?
airport?
No, those were cheaters. They were
Sure.
cheaters.
Somebody lays down glasses, he waits this person up until he gets on the plane. Nobody claimed him. He got himself a new pair of cheaters.
Well, they were just sitting on the table in the seat when we were sitting there, and the guy got up and left and I looked for him, couldn't find him. I
Well, the
thought,
same
well, I just put him in my
Same thing
pocket.
happened to me though. And I went back.
They were just like Walmart cheaters.
Walmart cheaters.
So
I had that happen.
anybody have anything for the good of the order? Anita, come and talk to us.
Can I just sit here?
You can do anything you want because
wanna come?
you know how to shoot a gun. So I'm,
I was laughing at your story.
Yeah.
When I went to the training, by the way, my name is Anita Davis, Youngstown 6th Ward City Council, off the record. Okay, but when we were training, way back in the olden days, they only loaded the machine gun with 5 rounds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because they were smart enough not to put a fully loaded one in our hands. I would have done like he would have,
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you to the commissioners. I've watched what you did with the ARP funds that the county received, and I like you're rather careful and well thought out disbursements that you've done. I just want to say thank you because not enough people say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Anita.
Anita.
And we never forget the city.
Yep.
We're the team. And the city's the hub.
Absolutely. We appreciate the job that you do.
Yep. You guys do a good
For a
job.
lot of years as a police officer and as a city councilwoman. So a lot of years. God bless you.
And the cop was fun.
Those were some good times in the 80s, early 80s.
I got on in 78.
Really.
I'm old.
So when
You're not old.
when I owned a nightclub
Mature,
on
I
Fifth
call it.
Avenue in front of the YSU football stadium, the Youngstown, the arcade it was called. I opened that
Yeah, not
early
me.
80s, yep, and the Youngstown police used to work the door. And I'm telling you, they were the best bunch of police officers. I'll never forget. Oh my gosh, I say never forget, but Walsh, Hutch, Bonacci, Terry Martin, Velasquez, Cootie, oh my God, all the YPDs. And the one I want to remember the most, who was the one that drove the paddy wagon, lived in Pennsylvania? He was the president of the FOP at one
Oh,
time.
you're talking about Dennis?
Dennis, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And what a
We
night,
don't think
back in those days, it was, people got in a fight, somebody got hit with a beer bottle or something, and, Dennis Tyler was the president of the FOP, and he drove the paddy wagon. They had a paddy wagon on afternoon turn, midnight turn, and he would drive around, and if somebody got in a fight, they just put him in the back of the paddy wagon, and they drive around till all the bars close. About 3 a.m, he goes someplace and let them all loose. That it was just a different time then, and it was
Well, they
good
can come
times.
back. The thing about our era, and I could say that because I'm in it, I was in it. You were in it, Anita wasn't, and others in here were. You had retaliatory things, but you didn't have them come back with gangs of guns and run around the streets and kill people and just to get back. But today, they have the children in the car. This is what's upsetting me even more than anything in the world, is when they go around and start shooting up their enemies, the kids are in the car and they're killing the kids. I mean, what in the
Or in
hell
the
are,
houses, you know,
yeah, or the
drive by.
houses, you're right.
Drive by.
I mean, this is just, I don't know what is wrong with people today. How the hell are they thinking normally when they do this?
Yeah, Anita, it was some good times there with the city. We had Huey Lewis, the news there. We had great bands.
Didn't you have blood, sweat and tears there?
Um,
Huey Lewis.
Downtown,
No,
blood, sweat and tears?
Huey Lewis.
yeah, Huey Lewis. We had a
Al
lot of the
Gore,
old
Donnie
downtown.
Iris.
You remember that?
Donnie
That was
Iris.
a great concert.
Yeah, that was just good. Well, anybody have anything like that they'd like to add? So I shut my mouth. Audrey?
Yeah, I just want to say, I'm wishing everybody a happy new year. I'm looking forward to 2024. I think the county's kind of finally moving in a good proactive direction. A lot of proactive things are being envisioned by various departments to move the county forward, from the green team to the sheriff, to the commissioners, to the prosecutor's office. So it's exciting to see that we actually don't have our hands so tied, that we can do things for the citizens and do things that are great. I know probate and domestic both got new software products that are going to be implemented and move forward that actually help the community and move forward through the ARPA dollars. So I'm just excited. I am. Congratulations to Anthony and Dave both too. They've both put their petitions in to run again for commissioners. Compliment them on the jobs they've done so far. So I look forward to both of them winning at the end of the year.
Thank you.
And moving forward, so I'm excited to see what we have from the county.
Yes.
Anthony.
Yeah, I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. I'm very pleased to see that, through the years, the commissioners have steered a very large financial ship through some stormy waters. And I have to say that our financials are stellar. Our bond rating is fantastic. Audrey has done a magnificent job of watching these numbers, going through everything, working with every department in the county. As you know, we had a large sum of federal ARPA dollars that were given to us. That's a large sum that really was not an easy thing to deal with. But Audrey and her staff really knew how to put this together. And we met with every single agency in the county. We knew where the funds had to go. They had to go to help people. We're reinvesting back in the community, and that's something that we haven't had the ability to do probably in a long time, because, we're always begging, borrowing, and stealing from the state and the federal government. This time we had the funds to do many, many good things, I feel, in this community. The commissioners are all on board. Our projects are there for everybody to see. The numbers are all there. Everything's audited that we've done. So I'm proud of that, and I think the taxpayers will be happy. We have a road paving program now. Roads are getting paved thanks to, again, the taxpayers of Mahoning County for seeing fit to approve, that additional sales tax. And, we don't like doing that. But if we don't reinvest, back in our community, who will? What's our insurance policy for down the road? If you remove those things, you actually have nothing, and you wouldn't need us three sitting up here. But again, on another note, I appreciate the work that we've all done, Carol and Dave, working together as we do. I want to wish all of you a happy new year, all of you and your families a happy new year. And I am praying, like Carol said, that we see some end to this violence and that we keep our health and never forget those who are less fortunate than us. Okay, they're not asking for a handout, they're asking for a hand up. I try to do a lot of charities as much as I can to help people. I love St. Jude. That's one of my favorites that I do. Rescue Mission, those types of things. So any little bit can help somebody have a brighter day. And I think that's what will make the world a lot better place. So thank you very much. Look forward to the new year.
Very well said. Thank you. Carol.
Well, I just echo what my colleagues have said, and Audrey, you have been very financially astute with our money. We've done a lot with our ARP funds to help all the communities all over the Mahoning County, whether they're in the city, the townships, the villages, we've helped them all, including our departments that needed some extra lifts in their department to make them more efficient. We've done that as a group. But it shows that you can't do anything in government alone. So when anyone says, I want to do this, I'm going to change that, it ain't I, it's we. It's a team. It took many years to have this team together with every department head, elected official, other entities, whether they're the township trustees, the mayors, the village mayors, and things in that respect. We work with every single person in Mahoning County, including the residents. As Anthony and Dave have said, the sales tax for the roads. And now we have the one on for the Justice Fund, which will pass, I'm sure, because Jerry Green and the prosecutor's office and Dr. Kennedy have showed a stellar relationship with us and the people of Mahoning County on what they're doing with that money to help everyone and build safety. So that's what we have. But everything we do, we come to the people. And I think in government, in other entities of government, some think that they don't need their residents or they don't need their Mahoning County or their city or whatever to be a part of their decision. Wrong. We bring everybody into the fold. When we did the ARP funds, we had people sending us help from all over, from Catholic charities all the way to small churches that needed a little something. And what would we do? We'd bring them in. And Audrey and her team and Anna would sit down and see, does this fit legally with the prosecutor's office, having them on board? And it did, and we helped them. Whether it's $5, $25, $1 million, or 500, you're helping those people. Food drives during the pandemic. Anthony and Dave, of course, were at all of those, passing out food for the food drives that we had down the Cavelli Center, with the city being a part of some of that, as well as Ed Moransky with Southwoods, with United Way. We did all of that to help our people. And you know what? When you look at this team you have up here, you think about how many sets of commissioners in the past have done what we're doing. Or how many people, we don't always agree. And I know I'm on my soapbox now, but it's the end of the year. So we don't always agree. We do fight. I mean, I can honestly say that would be my temper. But that's in a room that's closed. Shut up, Dave. That's in a room that's closed.
All I can say, there's only one of the three of us got a cast on, so.
But I mean, so we do agree with, when you walk out, if government all over, whether it's the state, the federal government would stop the bickering, no matter if it's Democrat, Republican, Independent, no matter what the hell you are. If you stay in the zone, get in the room, fight it out, discuss it, and walk out with a solution that's going to benefit the people. That's not them. It's everybody. It's not about us. It's about all of us. And they're not doing that. They're not good stewards, but it's not the county. We do that. They should pattern off of what we do in federal government because they're so dysfunctional, it's pathetic. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Thank you. Have a nice new year. My boss over here told me that's enough. Have a nice new year. Please, healthy, happy new year. Peace. And we'll see you in 2024.
Well, those are tough acts to follow, but I think one of the key things that we've tried to emulate in the years we've been together is transparency. And that's the most important thing when you're trying to have people agree with you and believe in what you're doing. And, too often that, when the general public gets to vote on taxes, they want to know exactly where the money's going. They don't want a general fund tax. They don't want, you to be able to take all the money and not use it for the things that you say you're going to do. So, putting in the justice tax to make sure that law enforcement is solidified for the future was probably the most important thing that we did as a board. And that mandated that the money goes to the sheriff, the prosecutor, the coroner, and 911. What's most important for us, especially when you get in your 60s, 911, the different things that are going on that are improving the safety of the community, is probably the most important part. And everything that we do, general public gets to vote on it in Mahoning County. The public safety, they'll vote on, and really, that is the most important thing we'll have to do on this election cycle, is vote for the renewal of the justice tax that keeps the jail open. And as Sheriff Green has said in the public hearings, that isn't part of their funding, that is their funding. 82% of what the sheriff spends, in excess of $20 million a year, cannot be made up outside of that 3/4 of 1 penny that goes to the justice tax. So the roads, people petitioned it on themselves, because of the lack of distribution of funds from the state of Ohio. State legislature is the one that provides the funding for doing the roads in Mahoning County, and they have not given Pat Genetti one dime more in 20 years. In fact, their budget is at a decline because it's all gas tax monies and electric cars, hybrid cars, everything. But the state has taken, and they've imposed different additional taxes on, if you have an electric car, your license plate fee is $300. They've imposed different taxes on, but it hasn't trickled back down to Mahoning County in order to increase the state distribution of gas tax to the roads from Mahoning County. So the people voted a 1/4 penny on themselves to try and assist. Those are the things that are important to the people, and they show it through their vote. The county has to balance. We get audited, like Anthony said. Everything that goes through us is to the penny, and we can't deficit spend. That's why we've taken such a conservative approach. We've been able to have carryover. We've been able to help local communities, not only through ARPA funds, but through expanding what we look at as the Community Improvement Corp through the CDBG projects that are requested from the local communities. Because there again, when the state budget continues to increase by the billions, they just deplete the local government monies coming back to you and me because they don't have to vote on it. But the three of us, we sit in front of you every week. We are accessible. We're open to the public. I think the biggest mistake we have is our state legislature and our federal government, they go sit in their they put their rose-colored glasses on and they sit out of state, out of touch. They come back. What have they done? We don't know. We don't know what they're voting on. We don't know what they're talking about. We don't know what bills are passing. They come back. We get a peripheral view of it. If they would have to stay in their own community, state reps, state senators, have them come here and let them discuss on one of these with their colleagues in front of the open meetings of the people they represent, and not put their rose-colored glasses on and go out of state, come back and everything's happy, everything's hunky-dory. Yeah, they just voted to take more money away from your local communities, which increases your taxes on local levies that are needed for school funding or for government funding or for projects. If you're sitting in front of the people and you're doing the work of the people, be local. At least be open to the public and what kind of things that you're passing and voting on. So, and we think it's important, and that's why, we we argue about different things and funding, but, you know, to work on a board of three is very important to have cooperation, to have a good working relationship so that all of you, because the three of us, all of us, along with our entire staff, we all want the best for Mahoning County. So our goal and our objective is the same, you know, and we just make sure that our path, you know, is the same. So if, you know, you don't have a destination, any road will get you there. You know, we have a destination, and that's to work on behalf of the residents of Mahoning County. And we do that collectively and, you know, with respect to each other's opinions and viewpoints. So I'll stop there and I'll just say, you know, like Anthony and Carol said, and Audrey, are you doing any sermons this at the end of the year? You know, I know that you get involved in your church so much, you know, let's, like Carol had us say that, or Carol mentioned beginning, you know, God bless everyone, you know, we all walk out of our jobs and our lives and we go back and nobody really knows when anybody faces, you know, in their own personal lives, you know, and God bless everyone. Do what you can for as many as you can, but you know, make sure your health is good. You take care of your families, take care of those that you can help. So Merry Christmas and let's have a happy and healthy 2024. Thank you. With that, I would ask for a motion to adjourn. Are you okay with that, Nancy?
Yes.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Motion to adjourn.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Yes. Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner